filmed this video yesterday and I didn't even watch the footage back and I was like not feeling it. I hadn't filmed in like over a month because if you don't follow me on Instagram then you would not know that Cameron and I went on vacation for almost a month. We went back to our hometown to visit our families and I filmed this video yesterday and I was just not, I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't myself and I don't like my videos when I'm not myself. I didn't feel like I was 100% there and I don't want to put out bad content. I want to feel good about the content that I put on my channel. So here I am to film it again for the second time. And as you can tell from the title of the video, today is going to be a haul. When I was home visiting, I did quite a bit of shopping. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I got. Okay, so I think I'm going to start off with blush because I got a lot of blush. P.S. Only 2 of these things, well technically 3 of these things are high-end, the rest of it is drugstore. So I picked up these babies right here. These are the Wet n Wild Color Icon blushes. I picked up 2 of them and then I fell in love with them so much that I went and picked up a third. I first picked up Pearlescent Pink and Mellow Wine and then I went back and picked up Rosé Champagne, which I have not even tried yet. So I'm excited to try this one. Let me just show you. The pigmentation on these things is absolutely ridiculous. I'm wearing this one, Pearlescent Pink. I'm wearing this right now on my cheeks. But the pigmentation of these is almost too much. Like they're so pigmented that it could almost be a bad thing because you can start to look like a clown really quickly. So as long as you use a light hand, these are incredible and they're only like $3, $4. Okay, so I just want to show you. Look at my brush right now. Look at my brush. Are you ready? Are you ready? And these also come with a yellow brush. So this one right here is Rosé Champagne. This is the one that I have not even swatched yet. This one, like you already saw, is Pearlescent Pink. And this one right here is my favorite one so far. And this one is called Mellow Wine. So moving on, the next blush is absolutely one of those YouTube made me buy it products. And I'm sure you can guess, it is Milani Luminoso. This is the Baked Powder Blush. And everything you've heard about it is true. It is the most stunning, peachy, corally toned blush you'll ever see in your entire life. It's not glittery or shimmery, but it gives a nice, beautiful glow to the cheeks, as you can see, kind of right there on my hand. So the top is the Wet n Wild Rose Champagne, and then on the bottom is Luminoso by Milani. So I have used this several times, like every day since I've gotten it. But Kaiser, are you being bad? So the next blush that I picked up is NYX Mocha. This one I have not even opened yet, but as you can see, it was on sale. I think these things are originally like $5 and I got it, oh yes, was $5.10 and I got it for $2.47. And I have not opened it yet, so let's open it and swatch it. Why do they vacuum pack blushes? Okay. So this one on the very bottom is NYX Mocha. So the last individual blush that I picked up is by Essence. It's called their Silky Touch blush, and this is in the shade Babydoll, which is just a nice, pretty pale pink. I have used this several times as well. It's a nice, soft Babydoll pink right there on the bottom. And this was super inexpensive. I'm pretty sure I paid like $2 for this. So the rest of the blushes that I picked up are all in palette form. And this first one is by Elle, and it is just their blush palette in the shade Light. P.S. all of this stuff is like already out of its actual packaging because like I said, I filmed this video once already yesterday. And so I took all of it out of like their original boxes and like threw it all away and stuff, so please forgive me. So that's what the blush palette looks like. And I have not used these or swatched these or anything yet, so I'm excited to try these. So there are the swatches, very pigmented. I'm impressed with the pigmentation, to be honest with you. So the next blush palette, not the last blush palette, but the next one that I got is by Makeup Revolution. I wanted this ever since I saw it on Pinterest because it comes with 8 blushes and it's $10. $10. Look how beautiful it is, holy crap. I haven't even swatched these yet, but it came with this little thingy over the top of it. It doesn't say name, it actually just says shimmer, shimmer, matte, matte, shimmer, shimmer, baked, baked. Just letting you know the finishes, I guess, and this is mostly just for protection, I think. This one is in the shade Hot Spice. I don't know if I said that already. But there are the swatches. So the last blush palette that I picked up is my first high-end product, and this is the Benefit Cheekathon palette, and I kind of picked this up on a whim. I didn't really think I was gonna buy it, but I'm such a sucker for like value palettes like this. These are 5 full-sized boxed powders by Benefit. They're all full-sized, and each one of these things, if you bought them individually, costs you $29. And you get the whole palette for $58. So yeah, it's kind of steep, but it's like $145 value or something like that. So yeah, I had to pick this up because I'm such a sucker for value deals like this. I'm a bargain shopper. I really am. I really am. Okay, so from the top down is Dandelion, Hula, Rockateur, Dallas, and Coralista. So if you didn't get that, I just purchased the Becca X Jaclyn Hill face palette thingy dingy, which I'm really excited about because, so stay tuned for videos with that. Moving on. So that's it for all the blush that I picked up. I picked up a few bronzers and a few highlighters as well. I picked up the Wet n Wild contouring palette in the shade Dulce de Leche. Dulce de Leche? Dulce de Leche? I don't know. So that's what it looks like on the inside. The powders are feeling really creamy, but I think that these are both gonna be good powders for my skin tone. And then I picked up the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, which I've heard nothing but amazing things about. This one is just in the shade Bronzer. I think the other one is called Light Bronzer, and I'm pretty sure they only have 2, but this is just Bronzer. And all I've heard about it is that it smells amazing, which I think it smells like my Aunt Heidi's pool. That's what it smells like to me. It smells like coconuts, piña coladas. One thing that I haven't heard is that it smells like coconuts, but there's such a strong chemically after scent or something, like an aftertaste, but like I smell it like from here and I'm like, oh yeah, coconuts, yum. But the first time I sniffed it, I was like, and like stuck it right up in my nose, and it smelled like chemicals to me, like straight up chemicals. It smells good, like don't get me wrong, but if you get too close to it, it's like kind of weird. I used it today to contour. When I was putting it on my face, I could smell it as I was, the actual pan was like, you know, way over here, but I was just putting it on my face with my brush and I could smell it like crazy. So there's this swatch, that's what it looks like. I think it worked well for my skin tone. It's cool toned enough that it's okay for contouring, but it's not warm toned at all, so it's not orange. And it's also one of those like thingies where it comes up and then there's a mirror on the inside, and then this brush that it comes with, it's not a brush, it's a little spongy thingy. I don't know if I could use that. I don't know how I would use that. I don't know. Interesting though. So I picked up 2 highlighters. They're both by Makeup Revolution. These are the Vivid Baked highlighters. This one is in the shade Radiant Lights, and this one is in the shade Golden Lights. This one is obviously used because it's broken. I really like the color of this. This is what I'm wearing on my cheekbones right now. The one thing I will say about these is that they are very soft powders, as you can tell. I broke this by dipping my brush in, and then, you know, when you tap off the excess, I tapped it on the lid and something hit my foot. And I was like, wonder what that was. And I looked down and my highlighter was on the floor. So be careful. If you're a tap off the excess kind of girl, don't do it on the pan. This Golden Lights one I have not even swatched yet, so let's look at it together. So that's what they're supposed to look like. That's what they look like when they're brand new. Nice and pretty. I'm glad this one didn't break on the way home. There's the swatches right there. The one on the top is the Radiant Lights, which is what I'm wearing on my face right now. And the one on the bottom is Golden Lights, which I'm excited to try because it might be too yellow for me. Maybe if I go in with a really light hand, I can make it work. I'm not really sure. One really boring thing that I picked up is my Nivea Men Aftershave Balm. If you watch my videos, you know that this is my Holy Grail primer. It's like $5. It's humongous, as you can tell. It's got so much glycerin in it that it's great for products to stick to on top of. You know the drill. And I was out, so I just needed to buy a new one. I also picked up, you guys know my Holy Grail foundation is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. Okay, pause, time out. I just saw that they came out with like a Pro Glow one. And I was at home, I was on vacation when it happened, I think. So like I came back home and I got back into all my social media and stuff, and they were like, hey, Pro Glow, and then it was like, hey, it's gone, like sold out. And I was like, I better bring that back because this is my holy grail foundation and I don't always like to look so matte. Anyways, I picked up a new foundation in a darker shade because I'm trying to learn about my undertone. I think I just have neutral undertones because my original shade in this foundation, I always use 101 Classic Ivory because I'm pale as crap and that's the lightest shade. And I always think that it looks a little bit too cool toned on my skin. Like it doesn't match, but it's not too dark. Do you know what I'm saying? I think it's too cool toned. So I picked up 103 and I use this to mix in with my 101 Classic Ivory. I picked up another one of these thingies. If you saw my April favorites, I like to use this as like a thingy, you know, like a little color switch thingy. I've never tried the actual, I think it's like the Veramona one, and then I think Sephora, like the Sephora collection, like the Sephora brand has one, but I think these work just fine. I've never tried one of those fancy ones, so I can't say it works the same, but I think these work just fine. After I filmed my April favorites, my dog ate this, well, my old one, so I had to pick up a new one. I got this one from Walmart, not from Claire's, and it was much, much cheaper. And I also picked up one of these NYX butter glosses in the shade Creme Brûlée, because once again, this was also in my April favorites, and after I filmed it, I left everything out on my table and my dog ate it. He's okay, don't worry. He didn't swallow any. He just chewed it. So yeah, these are some repurchases that might look familiar from my April favorites. You can thank Kaiser. Also, this is what I'm wearing on my lips. I also picked up a pair of lashes when we were visiting home. My cousin got married, and so we got to get all dressed up and fancy, and I rarely ever wear falsies. I picked up the Revlon lash adhesive as well. This is the clear version. So these are the Ardell 116s. They're looking a little wonky because I wore them once already. And I love this lash glue. Oh my gosh, my lashes did not go anywhere all night long, but it also didn't hurt to peel them off my eyes. Do you know what I'm saying? I picked up a Maybelline Lasting Drama gel eyeliner in the shade Blackest Black. I own one gel eyeliner from ColourPop and I just could not get the hang of doing a gel wing. So I picked up this one from Maybelline because I've heard from a lot of people that it's their favorite, so I picked this one up to see if I can try and get the hang of it. So a couple more eye products. You guys know I love these NYX Jumbo Eye Pencils, so I picked up another one in the shade Sparkle Nude. And then I picked up this jumbo eye pencil from LA Colors, and it's in the shade Seashells. And these are way cheaper, well not way cheaper, but they're cheaper, and they're just as good in my opinion. So that's them right there. Oh my gosh, look at that. So I picked up a lip liner. This is from Essence in the shade Cute Pink. I just picked this up because I've heard good things about Essence and their blushes and their lip liners. So that's Cute Pink right there on the bottom. This was unbelievably inexpensive. I think it was about $2. I picked up a few brushes. So I picked up these Wet n Wild brushes because I've seen them all over the place and I've heard nothing but amazing things about them. So I picked up the blush brush and the crease brush. I'm hoping that's what they're called because it doesn't have the name on the actual brush, but it did have the name on the packaging that I threw away. So first I picked up this e.l.f. Once again, it doesn't have the actual name on it, but I'm pretty sure it's called the e.l.f. Small Tapered Brush. I picked this up because I thought it would be good for highlighting, and if you guys watched my earlier videos, some of my first videos, I used this brush right here with bobby pins on it to use as like a homemade fan brush. So my mission when I went home was to try and find a fan brush, and I could not find an affordable fan brush anywhere at the drugstore. So I picked up this because I thought it might be nice for highlighting. It was only $3. So I haven't tried this yet, but I picked this one up, and then my mother, bless her soul, my mother has this thing in her office she calls a Hannah basket. So basically she puts old makeup in there that she doesn't like, doesn't use anymore, is almost gone sometimes. Most of it is Bare Minerals. She loves Bare Minerals. There's also some Mary Kay in here mostly, a little bit of Smashbox. And guess what was in the Hannah basket? I used it today to highlight. I'm gonna try and use that e.l.f. one to see if I like highlighting with that one better, but I don't know, we'll see. Thanks, Mama. This one is by Bare Minerals and it's called Flawless Fan. Home stretch, all that I have left to show you are setting sprays. and there's 4 of them. So before I even left to go on vacation, I was running out of my MAC Fix Plus, which is what I use to set my face every single day. So I needed to purchase a new one anyway. And I went online and I purchased the Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day setting sprays. I got this one in peach and this one in lavender. And I picked these up online a few weeks before I left to go on vacation, but they weren't here. They weren't at my house before I left. So I've never used this setting spray before, so you guys are probably like, hey, why would you buy 2 of something that you've never tried? They had a little bundle going on. Gerard Cosmetics has those a lot. So one of these cost you $22, and they were doing a little bundle sale where you could get 2 for $38, which I thought was an amazing deal. And then I found a coupon code for 35% off. So I picked up both of them. I mean, why wouldn't you? The scent is like crazy. I opened the box and I immediately smelled lavender. They have a pleasant scent. It's just really, really, really strong. I definitely like the peach one a lot better than this one. I used the peach one today to set my face. Maybe I'll let you guys know on Instagram later how it helps my makeup hold up. Certain areas of my face, like where I lay down certain products, almost tingles after I spray this on my face. Mostly my lips, but I felt it a little bit on my highlight. It didn't hurt. It wasn't like, whoa, I'm having a bad reaction, and it subsided after a minute, but my lips were tingling. So maybe that's just the scent, because like I said, holy mother of pearl, these things are strong as crap. So anyway, I went online before I left. I purchased these and they weren't here before I left, so I had no setting spray when I went home to visit. So I went to the drugstore and I picked up the Maybelline Master Fix. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's literally like down to here. Because this is all I used for 3 weeks straight, and let me tell you, I wore makeup every single day except for one day. The only bad thing I have to say about this is the smell. It just has a strange scent to it. It's not bad. The first time I sprayed it, I was like, but I got used to it as I used it. So like I said, it works fine. It wasn't anything crazy. It's nothing special. It got the job done. It did the job and I have no complaints. I think it was like $11 or $13 or something. And then last but not least, you will absolutely 100% for sure be seeing this in a favorites video because I fell in love the second I sprayed it on my face. And it is the Mario Badescu Rose Water. This one's empty because I loved it so much. I got this toward the beginning of my vacation and I kept it in my purse and I would just spray it all over my face whenever I was feeling hot or too matte. It also has aloe in it. It says facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water. So Cam and I both got sunburned. So we would spray this on our sunburn because it's got aloe in it and it felt so good. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So anyway, I had to pick up a backup because I used it all. And I have another order on the way to my house. So unlike the others that I picked up, this one's scent is not too strong. It smells fan-freaking-tastic. You can use it to prep for your makeup, you can use it to set your makeup, you can use it on your sunburn, you can use it to do up a look. You know what I mean? Like DEW, like do it up. Like if you're feeling too matte, you just spray this all over and it takes away any powderiness, just like a setting spray. It's not marketed as a setting spray, but you can use it to set your makeup. So that completes this video. This was all of the makeup that I picked up while I was on vacation at home. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. And until next time, I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Stop. Kaiser, if I turn around and you're eating the wall. Oh, okay, he's got his bone. He's a good boy. I have more hair now. Hey. Okay, but you're ruining my little backdrop, Bubba. Will you come to this side? Come here. Come over here. You're so handsome. Yeah. Are you a handsome man? Are you the handsomest man in all the land? Oh, thank you. Okay, I'm actually sweating. And when I was like putting it on my fit, stop saying like. My hand is looking wonky. Ashes, the art, Kaiser?